Hey folks, so here we are with my pathetic garden. It's not really the way I was planning on doing it this year, but just haven't had the energy or the motivation to do anything else. So kind of different looking. Kind of walk you over. I did rent a tiller a few weeks ago, and I came over here and I tried to till me up a spot right through here. Of course, it's all in the shade. And I was going to extend it out about out here someplace. We had went and bought all kinds of tomatoes and stuff where there's a flat cell. So we got a lot of stuff. And we've been getting all this rain. As you can tell, it's just swampy out here. So yeah, I was just wasting my time trying to till it, and now, yeah, it's just a mess. So I decided to do something else, do container garden. And I remembered seeing these rain gutter gardens. There's a guy by the name of Larry Hall here on YouTube, and he really spit out a lot of videos about these types of gardens. And at first I was just thinking about this, which I don't know if he's got like over 200 videos, but that's a wicking bed. Basically I got a false bottom, and there's a water reservoir, and then the water will wick up to the top. And so these just have false bottoms. This one actually put a layer of sand down. So eventually I kind of want to build wicking beds that are more like a permanent bed. They're not in a storage tub, because these storage tubs, they won't last but a couple of years out here anyways. But and then the rain gutters here, I've been sick a lot, I've been missing a lot of work, so trying to keep it fairly economical. There's already a bunch of rain gutters out here. They're just kind of damaged, and it worked out perfectly. I had some 2x4s and I was able to cut off just enough for the damaged part to make everything fit. And so I filled them up with water. I already had some little like net pots, the little hydroponic pots, and you cut a hole in the bottom of the buckets and you drop those net pots down. Mine were a little bit short, so I took an old sock that had a hole in it and I cut it up, and I have bits of that sock that hang down, and they actually touch the bottom of the rain gutter. Larry Hall, on most of his videos, you'll see where people actually plumb these in with a float valve, so then you can hook it up to the garden hose, or have a reservoir tank that automatically keeps these things full. I'm not getting that high tech, at least not right now. So this is all I'm gonna do. I'll just fill it up whenever I come out here and take care of the animals. So, I mean, I got it kind of far away from the house, but it's right there's the chickens and right there's the rabbits. So it's eventually I'm gonna have another rain gutter going right here. And I don't know what I'm gonna do back here. Maybe I'll plant some stuff back here too, and put another one with things like lettuce and stuff like that. But maybe plant some things to kind of give us a shade. I don't know. This is actually the north side. So let's see. So right through here there's pepper, tomato, or pepper. Kind of I know the peppers aren't going to get huge, so that gives the tomatoes more room. And if I have to, I'll move things around, especially if I put up 2 more rain gutters. Let's see, same thing. These are all tomatoes, except we've got way too many tomatoes. And then broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. More peppers. I got zucchini over there. One of the ones I was really wanting to try was I got a kiddie pool that I use for my ducks, and then I was kind of using it as a brooder box for some of my newer chickens, and it ended up getting some holes in it, so I can't use it. But I was going to use it, put some water in it, and put some. Larry Hall does these things where he uses like Walmart shopping bags, the ones that aren't plastic, and those work great. You put a bunch of your potting mix in there, and then I mean, like he was doing like 4 like container type things of corn. I was thinking maybe some okra. You know, I got another tub I can put out here. I might put some okra in that. But yeah, those things were just fantastic. The root structure and those bags, it's like arrow something, but they get to the edge where that fabric is, and they can sense the air, and they send their roots out the other direction, and it just massive amounts of roots in these plants. I mean, he did a side-by-side of in one video that I watched from a couple of years ago, where he showed the plants that were in those bags versus the ones that were planted in the ground. And I mean, it was just like bam, 3 times 4 times the amount of growth on those plants. They just looked so much beefier and better. So all right, so I'm tempted to pick goldfish in here just to kind of keep the mosquitoes at bay. And then of course that's kind of a aquaponic type of a setup thing, because then the fish are putting off nitrogen and stuff that plants will take up. So, but it's not a whole lot of water, so it's I mean, it won't hurt. Have a couple cheap goldfish, or maybe I should put up more of a reservoir. Wind. I can put up a reservoir close by, and I can just water all this with that reservoir, and I can put a bunch of goldfish or something like that in there. I know Matt from Home Farm Ideas, he did a thing where he was using guppies, and then he was using that water to feed his garden, to water his garden. So, all right. Again, trying to be cheap. I did go and purchase some peat moss just because it can go a long ways. But this is kind of like a half peat moss, half rabbit manure mix. And I kind of want to try to throw a little bit of something extra in there, but just keeping it light for now. All right, almost a 10-minute video, so I'll talk to you later.